You're probably wondering, what's in the box, aren't you? Oh, I got something good. I got something good today. And I can't wait. Well, now shoot, come to think of it, if you saw the thumbnail and if you kind of read into some of the comments, you probably know what's in the box already. Okay, take two. One of the most popular upgrades to a bike is a seat cover. Now, some riders will install them as part of a complete graphics kit so it all looks matchy-matchy, but a lot of times, the seat cover for other riders is purpose-built. Gripper seat covers can be a really effective way of helping hold you to the bike. That takes some of the strain off your arms, puts you in the right position, all leading to a smoother ride. What's up everybody, I'm Mitch. Thanks so much for checking out another video on my YouTube channel, Fit for Moto, everything from beginner to pro. Now you've guessed it, I'm sure today's video is about the Guts Racing seat cover. If you've never heard of Guts Racing before, it's a very, very popular seat cover company. A bunch of the factory teams, the factory riders, all the super cool dudes run these seat covers. I've never tried one, so I figured I would get one and see what they're all about. Now, I am a huge fan of the aftermarket seat covers. I always run them on my bike, and that's for a few specific reasons. Yeah, they look cool when you pair them with new graphics and stuff like that, but there's a huge part of the functionality of a seat cover that if you've never used one before, you're missing out on. And that is, of course, the gripper part of it. It helps hold you to the bike, and it helps take some of the load off your arms, but also help make your ride a little smoother. You can control the bike a little better. So having that gripper seat cover, which is what one of these Guts Racing seat covers really covers off, is a fantastic thing. Now, I have here my stock 2021 Honda seat cover. It's fine, it looks decent, even though I've only got, a handful of hours on the bike and it's already starting to wear out a little bit. That aside, there is a major problem with this seat cover. My big beef with the Honda stock seat cover is that it feels somewhat smooth, but man, it really, really, really grates your skin and it chafes like unbelievably. And I've never had a seat cover do that. Even with like some super aggressive seat covers that I've used, I've never had them grip and chafe the way that this one has, to the point where I'm wearing like multiple layers so there's something to rub on so that it doesn't just scrape my skin clean off. Like it is really quite a grippy seat cover, and I don't know if that's just me or if other people can relate to that, but I have an issue with these seat covers. So I went and I picked up this Guts Racing seat cover, which is fully customizable. You can get different colorways, all that kind of stuff, and I'll get into that, but I figured might be a good video to do on that. Maybe you don't like the seat cover you have. Maybe you had no idea what a new seat cover can offer you in terms of why you need to get one. And why not get one that a lot of the top guys are using, which is what I have here. So I'm really excited. Let's just get into it. It is worth noting that with all the Guts Racing seat covers out there are two ways of installing it. The old-fashioned way using staples, as I've shown in a previous video, in which I tend to use, but they also have another way that I've never seen before. You can get a Velcro system for the seat cover. I think this is a pretty good idea in theory because you can take the seat cover off and wash it really well, or swap it out with a different color, or whatever your needs may be. I chose to go with the staple-on type because I know exactly what I'm getting as far as installation goes and staying power. Now, I did think about getting the Velcro system versus just the good old-fashioned staple system that I usually use when I'm putting on a seat cover, but I wasn't totally sure. Truth be told, I am pretty abusive on seats. I grip them quite hard and I use them a lot to help me with acceleration on the bike and help hold me to the thing. So I wasn't totally sold on the fact that the Velcro would actually hold and not, over the course of a couple hours or a day or whatever, kind of start to peel off the seats a little bit and then start to get you some flap in the seat cover. And then once that little bit of movement gets in there, well, this thing is gonna come flying off. Now, to be fair, again, I've never tried one, and they must work fairly well, or I'm sure that Guts wouldn't sell that as an option at all. So I'm sure it works, but I went with the old-fashioned one, just a good old-fashioned staple-on, and it's actually really easy to throw these things on. I've already done a video on that. I'll put a link below to that video, but it's pretty straightforward to do. Okay, so a few staples in and the seat cover is on and installed. It's really not that bad to put one of these things on. Like I say, it just takes a little patience to kind of work the angles around a little bit and try and pull that thing as tight as you possibly can. But trust me, if you have a little patience, you will get it. So that's it, that's on. I gotta clean up this mess. Now the fun part is going to be taking this thing out to the track and riding with this new seat cover and seeing what we think. I will see you there. That rock hurts, man. Okay, so here we are out at the track. We're at Wild Rose in Calgary. It's my home track. It's where I ride at most of the time. I just got done a moto with the new Guts seat cover and the bump in it. So I figured I'd just give you my thoughts, let you know what I thought before I forget anything, before I take a break. I literally just pulled off, set up the camera, chucked the mic on, and here we are. So I'll say this right out of the gate, it feels really aggressive, but it's not more aggressive than the stock seat cover. It certainly is a little easier on my butt. And I know that sounds kind of funny, but honestly, this one doesn't chafe at all. I just did a 20-minute warm-up and it felt really, really great. So hats off to them for making a really good textured seat cover, if that kind of makes sense. Next up is the step itself. I encourage you, if you've never tried one of these things, these make a world of difference for holding you in position. I love these things to the end of the world. For the life of me, honestly, I can't figure out why some guys might not like this step. I think these steps are absolutely fantastic. So one thing you're gonna find though, now that I've ridden on it, you'll see that maybe it's just a little bit loose in some places. That's totally cool because it's starting to get worked in a bit. So when I get home tonight, the next time I do bike maintenance, whatever, I'll pull the seat off and I'll just pull that tight again, drop some more staples into it, Bob's your uncle. So hats off to Guts Racing. I guess there's a reason why so many people run these seat covers. I love this thing. I'm gonna go put in a couple more hard motos and see what my thoughts are after a couple hours of riding on it, but so far I'm really impressed. So that's my review on the Guts Racing seat cover. I'd say get one. They're about 100, 150 bucks. Depending on what you get, you know, you customize the colors. I think the blue with the red goes really well with the Honda. I think all that matches up pretty cool. So it's kind of cool that you can customize the colors, like the ribbing. You can also customize the, I don't know, the wings or the sides, whatever you want to call this part here. You can customize that color as well. So really cool. I'll put a link below on where you can get one. If you want to pick yourself up a Guts Racing seat cover, I recommend them. They're not paying me to say that. They have probably no idea who I am. I'm a fan of it. I think it's cool. So I hope you liked the video. Hit that subscribe button for me. I'm gonna get out with these kids that are ripping.